The Association of Resident Doctors at the David Umahi Federal University Teaching Hospital, Uburu, Ebonyi State, have decided to withdraw its services should the ongoing tension persist. Tension has continued to pervade the hospital since last week after its host community protested against the management of a medical teaching facility. The doctors took the decision during an emergency meeting on Sunday, where a communique signed by the association's president and secretary was made available to journalists. Stated that doctors are concerned about the negative impact of the recent unrest on the members and the quality of service delivery to patients, and that the situation has hindered effective patients management, ultimately defeating the purpose of establishing the David Umahi Federal University Teaching Hospital. Association called on relevant authorities and stakeholders to resolve the differences amicably and restore peace to the hospital as soon as possible. The doctors reaffirmed their support for the hospital's management, led by Professor Uzoma Agu, in seeking the progress of the hospital. The threat by the resident doctors at Duft to down tools followed an ongoing push for the removal of the chief medical director by the host community, who have accused her of poor management and job racketeering. Joining us now to discuss the ongoing tension at David Umahi Federal University Teaching Hospital, Uburu, Ebonyi State, is the President General of Enweze Uburu Autonomous Community, Nicholas Odi Enyi. Good evening, Nicholas.
Yes, I'm with you. This is Mr. Nicholas Odi Enyi.
Yes, good evening to you from Signaturetv. Please, can you bring us up to speed on the current situation between the community and the teaching hospital at Uburu?
Currently, by the intervention of the Honorable Minister of Works, His Excellency Signaturetv, who is the founder and vision bearer of the institution, while he was a governor, he initiated the construction of these very important institutions in our community. The King David Umahi, David Umahi Federal University of Health Sciences, and the Signaturetv Teaching Hospital. Comm has been restored, and this appeal for every of the stakeholders to cease further protest and petition against the CMD. That is the current situation.
Okay, is the University Teaching Hospital aware of the current situation?
Yes, they are very much aware. That you can go to the official page to see that they are aware of the situation.
Okay. Nicholas, I want to plead. Can you speak a bit louder so that we can be clear about what you're saying?
Okay. What I said is that Comm has been restored at the teaching hospital. There is no further protest or petition against the management led by the chief medical director. And this was as a result of the appeal by the Honorable Minister of Works, who appealed that the CMD be allowed to complete her full tenure and let her be judged by her actions in office.
Okay, that is very great, because I do know that the basic thing in any host community is creating that enabling environment for any institution that is cited to thrive.
Yes. We want to give her the peaceful environment to work, and we'll create an atmosphere where we can collaborate. One piece at the institution. The host community is a peaceful one. Workers and staff of the hospital cannot attend the site where they were harassed. We are a very peaceful people, and we'll continue to support the management and maybe create an atmosphere for further dialogue. Already the executive governor of the state is already intervening, and we believe that any grievances can still be resolved. Part of the issues we raised are not things that cannot be resolved. The hospital will say that they don't need the manpower, and that we believe that it is something that the hospital can appreciate interventions made by those communities, led by the Honorable Minister of Works, in terms of supporting them with solar systems. So it is for the hospital management to constructively communicate any challenges with stakeholders of the community. Then the part of managing some of the critical equipment in the world. I think the place at the hospital, we look at our project, our touch some of those things. But we believe that development to create an enabling environment for us to talk further and then resolve the issue.
I'm very sure that is great news coming from you, Nicholas Odi Enyi, who is the President General of Uburu Autonomous Community, for the teaching hospital community too, as you are ensuring that their peace will prevail and everything will be sorted out. Thank you for coming on to Signature TV News. Up ahead, Fubara says Rivers would emerge stronger from political crisis in his Eid al-Fitr message. Federal government to shut Lagos Independence Bridge for 2 months from Tuesday. Stay with us.
With a population of about 36 million people, the Southeast is awash with stories. Every day on Southeast News, we tell the peculiar story of the Southeast and her people.
Our Southeast should be the Silicon Valley of Nigeria.
Their successes, achievements, and daily challenges. Do you have a Southeast story to share? Community achievements and challenges, completed and uncompleted projects, bad roads, water scarcity, erosion, flooding, insecurity, or even disagreements? Bring it on to Southeast News. On Southeast News, no story is too big or too small. Southeast News. Let's tell our story. Showing on Signature TV every weekday at 4 p.m. WAT, 1600 hours GMT.